All right, guys. I got the camera to finally go horizontal. It took me forever. It is now 5:12, so I've spent 12 minutes trying to figure out how to get the video to be horizontal. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this phone. I didn't have this problem for weeks. But anyway, so hopefully I have it set up for public view. I hope. Anyway, it is Sunday morning. It's 6 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. So it really feels like 5 o'clock. And yeah, I suspect everyone is sleeping in today. It is foggy. What is going on? Anyway, we're going to pursue some happiness today, regardless of the challenges. I really have no idea. And you're going to say, well, maybe he's got the orientation locked. Well, I tried it locked. I tried it on. So then this last time I tried it locked. And it seemed to work. I don't know why. But here we are. It is horizontal, so that's good. I think the microphone's on. Oh, I didn't set up my text-to-speech. There you go. See? I knew I'd be forgetting something. Good, that should be on now. All right, text-to-speech should be on. So I think I have everything working now. I have to figure out how to get this phone capable of. I used to just hit the button. I would say, all right, my scheduled team come up, boom, would work. Now it's going to vertical every time I do it. So anyway, it's a problem for later. Very warm. It's 47 degrees. So it's real warm outside. A little foggy, but very warm. We've only got one delivery today. Just got one a day. But I do have a van full of donuts. They're getting a lot of donuts today. Very foggy. Yeah. This whole week has been like this. However, there's hope. Tomorrow is supposed to be sunny. Tuesday is supposed to be sunny.
And it says, good morning, Craig.
Good morning. How are you doing? How's the beach? This is one of the foggier days. There we go. Today we hit these patches of pretty dense fog every now and then.
And it says the weather has been yucky here in OC all week.
Oh, has it? Yeah. Tomorrow Of course, you'll be back, but tomorrow and Tuesday is supposed to be very sunny and nice. So let's hope that happens. This is one of those kind of spotty, foggy days, you know? Like all of a sudden you drive through a cloud. I had to be a little tricky time change.
Annette says, yes, I am looking forward to the sun.
When I went to bed last night, I realized that like my alarm that is supposed to go off at 2:30 probably wasn't going to go off because at 2 o'clock the clock would probably update automatically to 3 o'clock and then it would skip my time. So I set like a manual alarm, and that is what I woke up before the alarm, of course, but yeah, my regular alarm didn't go off. So I got to remember that. That's the one kind of freaky thing, because I guess there's no 2:30 a.m. when you switch over to daylight savings time.
Annette says, oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Annette says, is it 6 a.m. now?
It is 6:19. The van still says 5:19. I don't know how to change that. I don't know what my car said. I don't think I even looked at the clock when I got my car today. I'm sure my car still says 5:19 or 5:20. I didn't even realize, like, I was actually online last night around like 7 o'clock, and
Annette says, good. I'm always worried my phone won't update.
Yeah, the phone updates. But I didn't realize it was the day that we changed clocks until, whoa. Oh yeah, we still have Christmas decorations, but they are greatly reduced. They're still there though. Whoa! Oh! Did you see that rabbit?
Teamman-Q7L says, good morning, y'all. That's
Good
my
morning.
problem, how to reset my car clock, lol.
I know. I can't figure my There have been times I haven't even updated my car clock because I don't know how to do it. But I changed all my clocks. I didn't even realize it was that night until last night about 7 o'clock. Somebody mentioned it online, and I'm like, oh, wow. There was a big rabbit that was running across the street back there. I don't know if you saw it.
Annette says, good morning at Mountainman.
Mountain man in the van. My watches still need to be updated, but I don't really wear a watch that much anymore. I guess the progress we're making on the sun being up during these rides will be pushed back an hour. Gonna have to make that up again.
Teamman-Q7L says good morning Janet. Teamman-Q7L says did you hit it?
The rabbit? No. No, thank goodness. It was close though. I mean, it looked like I might, but I didn't feel anything. I think I would have felt it if he got the back. He didn't get the front tires. He would have gotten a back tire, I think, but I'm pretty sure he made it.
Team C says good Sunday morning to you all. What's this about changing times?
We're now on daylight savings time.
Teamman-Q7L have a Fitbit. Always worried it will update.
Worried that it'll up? Don't you want it to update? It should do it automatically, I think. I have a Fitbit, but I didn't look at it this morning. I can't look at it right now. I wear my Fitbit around my ankle, so I can't look at it right now. But I think they update automatically. I wonder what happens if you walk between 2 and 3 a.m. Do your steps just disappear? No. Is that the right? Yeah, that would be the one. At 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, your clock automatically jumps up to 3. So I guess if Fitbit automatically updated, it would just all of your steps, you would look like you didn't have any steps between 2 and 3. I think that's what would happen. Because as far as Fitbit is concerned, that time doesn't exist.
Teamman-Q7L says it does, but us old folks don't remember law.
I thought they were kidding. When they were talking about it last night online, I thought they were kidding. I even looked it up, just to be sure. It seems to come soon, too soon in the spring. I guess they did push it. They made it so that daylight savings time is longer.
Teamman-Q7L says, or you get an extra hour.
In the fall, you get an extra hour. We lost one this weekend. Fortunately, I slept a lot yesterday afternoon. I woke up around 6. I was online for a little bit, and then as soon as I realized the clocks were changing, I went around and changed the clocks that I need to change. It's like the one on the stove. I have an old one in the bedroom that still needs to be updated. The microwave. And then the car, but I didn't do the car. It's like 52 degrees out here. This is great. This is nice. This is the definition of patchy fog. I keep looking at this clock thinking it's 5:30. Whoops. Come on.
Annette says, do you normally drive on Sundays?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Sundays is an easy one. Sundays just one drive to one delivery to what a day. So starts at 6 instead of 5. And that was all I like trying to figure that out last night. Like, all right, Most of the time I need to get to the bakery by 5, but tomorrow I only have to get there at 6, and I have to push the clock up an hour. It was a lot of clock math going on in my head last night. But yeah, I usually do Sunday. Sunday is kind of like my Friday because I work the 3 long days that I work at the bakery are Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I drive, but I usually don't. I don't have to stay beyond driving. So I'm usually done by 7 or 8 o'clock. So those days don't really even feel like work days. Like, to me, I get up, it kind of keeps me on my wake up schedule. And then I just drive, I get home and watch all the neighbors pull out of their driveways and go to work. And then I'm done for the day already. That's why it's kind of confusing to me what day it is sometimes, because I have to think back. Did I actually work today? That's also my best time to go to Walmart or the grocery store, because nobody's in there yet. Usually in and out of there. Like I'll go in right after I finish driving. So I'm in there by 7:30, and I'm out by 8. The last time I went was the middle of the morning, and I was shocked at how many older people there were in there.
That says I grocery shop at 6 a.m. when they open.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best time. There are no lines. The only people that are all over the place in there are the shoppers, the ones that are shopping for other people.
That says no crowds and I can move around quickly.
And those people don't mess around. The ones that are like pushing those carts with like 6, maybe 5 or 6 bins in them. I guess they're putting people's orders together. They'll mow you down. I've had some.
That says yes, I swear there are more shoppers than actual customers.
Mm-hmm. It's true. And I never know, like, are those people shopping for people who are going to come and pick it up, or are they going to deliver it? Because Walmart has that thing called Spark, which is sort of like DoorDash. So I don't know what the difference. I don't think those people are Spark people. I think they're Walmart employees.
Ianette says I think it's mostly people who pull around to the side of the building and pick up their groceries.
Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder if we would have gotten to that. Like, people weren't doing that before COVID, right? Not as much as they do now. I mean, it wasn't a big deal. I don't remember. Before COVID, I don't remember that. So I'm just wondering, like, if COVID never happened, do you think that still would have become a thing? Oh, I'm going to have a lot of trays in here today. Perfect timing.
Ianette says maybe it would have eventually, but COVID definitely kicked it in gear.
Still have my iPad. I'm going to have a lot of trays in there today. I forgot to pick them up yesterday. Yesterday we had I had a cake, so I had like an extra thing I had to remember. And then when I dropped the cake off, then I just left. Actually,
Ianette says let me know how the bones look.
okay. Janet, were you here for the day when she started repeating everything twice at the end of the trip? I guess I need to call them. They probably don't know I'm here.
Ianette says yes.
God, that cracked me up. I think I'm having issues with that phone, the phone that I'm using for the camera. All right, let's see. Where are they? Where are they? What a day. What a day cafe. That's why I don't have a thumbnail on there. Like every time I try to start up that scheduled stream, it wants to do it in a vertical orientation. All right, I think they're just going to open the door and not pick up the phone. Yep, exactly. Here we go. Let's just pick up the phone. Say, I'll be right there. It's too easy. All right, let's go do this. How many did they do? 140 donuts. We got a bone check. Oh. They must have had some in the back because it looks pretty good right now. Like, I would say they got at least 9 or 10. A couple of them are small bags. They look like they look like the shelf looks pretty good right now. Oh. No problem. Good morning. All right, I'm gonna make a couple of trips. I forgot these trays yesterday. Oh, get these. I'll come back for the others. All right, guys. Have a good day. You hear that song? Don't you want me, baby? It smells like spring outside. It's got that spring is in the air smell. All right, delivery complete. You are ready to head back. I'm not going to get gas today. We're half a tank. We'll wait for it to go up another 20 cents. No, it looks like the gas prices are about the same as they were yesterday. So, our 10 to 15 cent increase per day has not appeared today. Maybe they're taking a break on Sunday. holding at 349. We're holding at 349. Nobody on the road. The road is ours. See, the sun should be up by now. Should be starting. It would have been. Emergency situation.
Jones 5862 says, Morning, Craig.
Good morning, Reed. How are you? Happy Sunday. We just finished our delivery. We're heading back to the bakery. But it's nice out. Wow, 56 degrees now. It is warming up
Jones
fast.
5862 says, Happy Sunday to you as well. I'm doing good this morning, getting ready to start the day.
Excellent. Did you adapt well to the change in time? Did you go to bed early? I didn't go to bed early, but I did have an extensive nap yesterday.
Jones 5862 says, yeah.
I like this fog. This fog is kind of cool.
Jones 5862 says, it's foggy where I'm at now.
Yeah, seems like we've had fog for the last 3 or 4 days. I think this is the end, because I think tomorrow and Tuesday are supposed to be sunny. So maybe this whole cloudy, foggy system will be moving out today, I think. I was watching one of the Disney streamers the other day, and in Disney World, and it's kind of foggy that morning, but it was really warm. The guy was talking about how it was the first day that he'd been able to like walk around with a short sleeve shirt on, and somebody was saying, "Oh, the weather looks horrible," but it was just foggy. I mean, it wasn't, it was just like the morning. This guy like gets there before the place opens and walks around, so he's there when they open. So I'm listening to this new book now, and it's about, what's it called? It's D something. Basically trying to organize your time a little bit better. Distractions. Eliminating distractions, but I'm trying to figure out how he titles it. Distractions. Undistraction. I've got to remember the exact title of the book, but it's basically about trying to keep yourself from being distracted, because I do think that's a problem of mine. I was I was joking with Jennifer at the bakery because while I was working, she came back and she heard me, and I said, "Oh, I'm listening to this book about trying to avoid being distracted." However, while I was listening to the book, it's an Audible. While I was listening to the book, I was distracted. I mean, I was like thinking of something else, and I'm like, that's how my mind goes, though. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I need to stay focused on things.
Jones 5862 says you must get distracted easily.
I do. Well, because I think it's because like my mind just runs all. I have like a very vivid imagination, so I find it very easy to just like I never get bored. You know what I mean? Like my mind is constantly looking for something to think about. And it does jump from thing to thing.
Jones 5862 says lol yeah because you come up with things to say in the chat.
Yeah, that's a good example. Like things will just pop into my head and you're like, what? What is he talking about? Where'd that come from? It gets me in trouble sometimes though, because I'll go off on something that I find humorous.
Listener 207 says you get distracted. My catchphrase is, ooh squirrel.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. That was the one thing about working from home. I think, like, I always worked in an office, but when when we were working from home during COVID, I did notice that I was able to focus more on my work. I mean, unless AJ came running it, but I could focus better because I didn't have like other people like walking past or you know. I mean, the phone still rang, but I didn't have the coworkers that I could act easily be distracted by. Wow, sounded like the brakes were growling at me. So the other day, I was sitting at this exact spot talking about how, talking about my mattress and stuff. We were talking about beds. And I couldn't think of the bed where you could have a different setting than the person you were sleeping with. And I didn't realize that right there is the sleep number bed. That's the store. Is that focusing? I don't think it is. Anyway, right there is a sleep number store. Now, Cameron Swayze pointed that out to me. And he suggested that I make a short and like make a funny about that. But the trouble is on on my video from that day, it's so small and you can zoom in on things like I just did there, but you can't really zoom in on it too well when it's a small part of your picture. You know, I tried playing with that yesterday. I don't know. I haven't given up on the idea, but it's more difficult than I thought. Because I was sitting there at that traffic light and you could see part of that sign in the picture. And I'm sitting there going, I can't think of the name. It's like sleep something. uh, I don't know. I don't think that focused on it very well, but if it did, maybe I could use that. almost at the house. We're coming up. I know the decorations are still there. You could see them. We passed the house on the way over to Wooded Bay, but it's very dark. It's actually still pretty dark, but you can see that they're still there. The homeowner is definitely in the process of taking them down. So I would think over the next few days, because it's supposed to be so nice, he's going to be making some progress on that.
Or 9223 says, what state are you in, Craig?
I am in Maryland. We are about 20 miles northwest of Baltimore, maybe 15 miles south of Pennsylvania line. Maryland, USA. Where are you? Where are you riding from? We're having a little bit of a foggy morning this morning. I don't have anybody behind me. Let's check it out. There we go. It's very dark. Still got some. It's definitely clearing out though. We're down to the sides. That's still a major group right there. Yeah, he's making some progress. So it's not down today. I don't know what the next, I have to go back and look at that video. I'm not sure what the next date is. But then somebody had the 7th, somebody had the 8th. I'm not sure when the next date was. If it's a couple days away, it might be a good one. I mean, he's cleaned up that whole middle section. Looks like he's going from the center out. But just I'm only doing this so we can look. The sun is coming up. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna turn around now. Let's go down here and turn around. So we didn't lose all of the sun. We lost an hour's worth of it. It's coming back. It's coming back. What'd I do? The windshield wiper thing. Now you're going to say, why did you put the windshield wipers on, Craig? Well, let me explain. This car has the regular, like the shift is, in the center console area. However, my car has the shift on the steering wheel column on the right-hand side, which is exactly where the windshield wipers are. So that was me putting the car in reverse if it were my car. It's very, very hard to get used to the difference between the two. It's really not a good idea to try anything like that in reverse. Like, I don't want to try to turn my windshield wipers on in the car the wrong way. That's not good. Fortunately, I've never had that happen, but you don't want to like throw yourself into reverse. I don't think it would do it. I don't think it would do it. I mean, I'm never going to test it, but I think it would. It would realize you're moving. Oh, there you go. You can see this on there too. So it's coming up. We haven't totally lost it. I'm glad. I thought it was going to be completely dark. That sign reminds me that we passed a horse-drawn carriage within the last couple of weeks. I meant to try to grab. I was going to grab that out of my live stream, and I totally forgot to do that. But I don't know. It was within the last couple of weeks. I got to go back and look for that. It was the very first part of the ride. It was the longest road. Maybe on one of these. One of the next mornings we'll go slow by that house. That's the house. The house we just passed on the right was where they had a fire, and they're building it now. I'm surprised. I think they tore down most of it, but I guess they're building the new frame and all off the same foundation, it looks like. All right, guys, we're going to go through the challenging. I haven't found a good name for this. I've been calling it the Tunnel of Doom. This is where our trees knock out the signal. Sometimes we come back, sometimes we don't. You're probably not hearing me now. But if things are working properly, I'd be coming back around now. I've got enough trays that I'm going to pull up front here. Stop here instead of my normal. Take them in a couple of trips.
Listener 207 says made it through today.
We made it through. That's good. That is good. All right, folks. I'm going to end the stream here because I got to carry these trays in, and I got a lot of them from What a Day today. So that was fun. Tomorrow, back to 5 o'clock, and I think it's still going to be warm, clear skies. So I hope everybody enjoys their Sunday. Have a good day, and yeah, I'll catch you all tomorrow morning. See you later, guys.